Welcome to the Truth Chronicles, the channel that brings you the untold stories of the most iconic figures in history. We believe in exploring the truth behind the headlines, peeling back the layers of public perception to reveal the human beings underneath. Today we delve into the life of a woman whose name echoes through the hearts of millions, even decades after her tragic demise. Her life was a whirlwind of royal duties, public engagements, and personal struggles. Yet she navigated it all with grace, compassion, and an unyielding commitment to making the world a better place. Known to the world as the People's Princess, she was an enigma, a beacon of hope, and a symbol of resilience. This is the story of Diana, Princess of Wales. But before we delve into her extraordinary journey, make sure you're subscribed to our channel and have turned on notifications so you never miss an episode from the Truth Chronicles. Now let's turn back the clock to 1961. To the birth of Diana Frances Spencer in the heart of England's aristocracy. Diana Frances Spencer graced the world with her presence on July 1st, 1961. Born into the illustrious Spencer family, she was cradled in the lap of privilege at Park House, located on the Royal Sandringham estate in Norfolk, England. Her parents, John Spencer, the 8th Earl Spencer, and Frances Shand Kidd, were part of the British aristocracy, ensuring Diana a childhood steeped in tradition and luxury. Yet her early years were not just about grandeur and heritage. Diana, the third of 4 children, was a vibrant, lively child. She discovered a profound love for dance, with ballet being her favorite. This passion for movement and rhythm became a defining characteristic of her personality, resonating throughout her life. Education played a crucial role in shaping young Diana. Her academic journey began at Riddlesworth Hall School, an all-girls boarding school in Norfolk. Later, she moved to West Heath School in Kent, where she not only excelled in academics but also showcased her prowess in sports. The school became a nurturing ground for her talents, helping her grow into a well-rounded individual. But Diana's childhood wasn't just about privilege, ballet, and school. It was also about the people who surrounded her, the relationships that shaped her, and the experiences that prepared her for the extraordinary life that was to unfold. Her parents' tumultuous marriage and eventual divorce in 1969 left a significant impact on her. The addition of a new family member, her stepmother, Rain Spencer, added another dimension to her already complex emotional world. The young Diana Spencer, with her privileged background and passion for dance, was unaware of the extraordinary life that lay ahead. Nevertheless, every moment, every experience was a stepping stone leading her towards a future that would forever etch her name in the annals of history. But beneath the surface of Diana's aristocratic upbringing, there were turbulent currents. The Spencer family, despite their nobility and prestige, were not immune to the trials of life. The marriage of Diana's parents, John Spencer, the 8th Earl Spencer, and Frances Shand Kidd, was marked by tumult and strife. This discord culminated in a divorce in 1969 when Diana was just 8 years old. In the aftermath, Diana and her siblings found themselves in the midst of a contentious custody battle, a harsh reality for such young children. Adding to this complex family dynamic was the arrival of Diana's stepmother, Rain Spencer. Diana's relationship with Rain was fraught with tension and misunderstandings, giving rise to a challenging home environment. These early trials, however, were not without their silver lining. They endowed Diana with an emotional resilience, a quality that would later become one of her defining traits. More importantly, these experiences deepened her capacity for empathy, shaping the compassionate woman she would become. These early trials would shape Diana's emotional resilience and her capacity for empathy. Destiny had a royal plan for Diana. As fate would have it, her path crossed with that of Prince Charles, the heir to the British throne. The two first met when Diana was just 16 years old and Charles was dating her older sister, Lady Sarah. However, it wasn't until a few years later that sparks would truly fly. In the summer of 1980, Diana was invited to a weekend at the royal family's country estate. Here, she and Charles reconnected and their romance quickly blossomed. Despite the significant age gap of 12 years and their contrasting personalities, the couple shared a unique bond. The public was captivated by their fairy tale romance, and the media eagerly followed their every move. The whirlwind courtship culminated in a private proposal in the nursery at Windsor Castle, to which Diana excitedly said yes. In February 1981, the world watched with bated breath as the royal engagement was announced. On July 29, 1981, a fairy tale came to life. The world's eyes turned towards St. Paul's Cathedral in London, where a young woman named Diana Frances Spencer was about to become a princess. This wasn't just any wedding, it was a royal wedding, a spectacle of grandeur and tradition that had been planned down to the minutest detail, reflecting the magnitude of the event. The day was filled with pomp and pageantry, a testament to the centuries-old traditions of the British monarchy. Horse-drawn carriages, marching bands, and the grandeur of St. Paul's Cathedral itself all combined to create a spectacle that was watched by millions around the globe. The anticipation was palpable, the excitement contagious, as the world waited to catch a glimpse of the bride. And then there she was, Lady Diana Spencer, a vision of beauty and elegance, arrived in a glass carriage, a real-life Cinderella on her way to the ball. But it was Diana's wedding dress that truly stole the show. Designed by David and Elizabeth Emanuel, the dress was a marvel of fashion, a statement piece that reflected Diana's place in the world. Made of ivory, silk taffeta, and antique lace, adorned with 10,000 pearls and sequins, the dress was a work of art. Its 25-foot train, the longest in royal wedding history, added a dramatic flair that perfectly encapsulated the magnitude of the occasion. The ceremony itself was a blend of time-honored tradition and personal touches. Diana and Charles exchanged vows in front of more than 2,000 guests, their words echoing through the grand cathedral. The Archbishop of Canterbury presided over the ceremony, adding an additional layer of solemnity and grandeur. And when Diana and Charles finally said, "I do," the world rejoiced. The world had witnessed a spectacle of royal grandeur, and Lady Diana Spencer was now Princess Diana. A new chapter had begun in her life, a chapter filled with hopes, dreams, and the weight of royal expectations. Princess Diana embraced motherhood with the same grace and warmth she showed the world. In June 1982, she gave birth to her first son, Prince William, and 2 years later, in September 1984, Prince Harry was born. Diana, unlike royal mothers before her, insisted on a more hands-on and loving approach to raising her sons, often breaking royal protocol to give them a semblance of a normal life. As the Princess of Wales, Diana's public life was under constant scrutiny. Yet she managed to wield her influence for good. She used her platform to shine a light on various charitable causes, ranging from children's hospitals to AIDS awareness. Her compassion and empathy were her guiding principles, allowing her to connect with people from all walks of life. Princess Diana's dedication to her family and her charitable endeavours marked a new era for the British royal family. Beyond the palace walls, Princess Diana was a beacon of hope and compassion. Her philanthropic spirit was as boundless as her influence, and she used both to advocate for those often overlooked by society. Let's delve into her extensive charity work. Diana was known for her dedication to a variety of causes, and her approach was anything but superficial. She didn't just lend her name to organizations, she got involved, she listened, and she cared. She was a champion for the homeless, believing that everyone deserved a safe place to call home. She was a patron of Centrepoint, an organization dedicated to helping homeless young people. Her work with them involved not just public appearances, but also private visits, showing her genuine concern for the cause. Diana also had a profound understanding of mental health long before it was widely discussed. She openly addressed her own struggles, breaking down the stigmas associated with mental health. Her honesty about her personal experiences with depression and self-harm brought much-needed attention to these issues. And of course, we cannot forget her groundbreaking work in HIV/AIDS awareness. At a time when fear and misunderstanding surrounded the disease, Diana was not afraid to shake hands with AIDS patients, challenging the false belief that HIV/AIDS could be passed on through touch. This simple yet powerful gesture sent a strong message of acceptance and compassion. She worked closely with the National AIDS Trust and Great Ormond Street Hospital, among others. Her involvement in these organizations was more than just a royal duty, it was a personal mission. Princess Diana had an innate ability to connect with people, to empathize with their struggles, and to shine a light on issues that needed attention. Her dedication to these causes was not just about charity, but about changing attitudes and breaking down barriers. Princess Diana used her global platform to advocate for those who couldn't, leaving a legacy of compassion and humanitarianism.
In the height of the 1980s AIDS epidemic, one woman dared to touch the untouchable. This woman was none other than Diana, Princess of Wales. At a time when fear and misunderstanding shrouded HIV and AIDS, Diana's compassion and courage came to the fore. She chose to use her platform not to distance herself from those afflicted with the disease, but to draw closer. In 1987, she opened the UK's first purpose-built HIV/AIDS unit at London's Middlesex Hospital. This in itself was a monumental act, but it was her unscheduled interaction with an AIDS patient that would go down in history. In a move that shocked and inspired the world, Diana shook hands with an AIDS patient without wearing gloves. This was more than a simple gesture, it was a groundbreaking statement. The message was clear: HIV and AIDS could not be contracted through casual contact. This infamous handshake challenged the prevailing stigmas and misconceptions about the disease. It humanized those affected by HIV and AIDS, reminding the world that they were not to be feared or shunned, but embraced and supported. But Diana didn't stop there. She made numerous visits to AIDS clinics, both in the UK and internationally. Her presence offered comfort and hope to those battling the disease. She listened to their stories, shared their pain, and celebrated their resilience. Her compassion was not limited by borders or social barriers. Diana's work didn't just raise awareness about HIV and AIDS, it shifted the global conversation. She encouraged empathy over fear, understanding over ignorance, and compassion over judgment. Her legacy in the fight against HIV and AIDS continues to this day. Her fearlessness and compassion have inspired countless individuals and organizations to carry on her work. The world has come a long way since the 1980s, but the battle against HIV and AIDS is far from over. With a single touch, Diana challenged stigmas and sparked a global conversation. She reminded us that the power to change the world often starts with a simple act of kindness. In the face of danger, Diana walked a path that would change the world. Picture this: Princess Diana, not in a glimmering gown, but in a protective suit and visor, venturing into a minefield. It was a scene that shocked the world, but it was also a powerful statement. Diana was not just a princess. She was a humanitarian, an advocate, and a force to be reckoned with. During her lifetime, Diana became a beacon of hope for many, but perhaps nowhere was her impact felt more profoundly than in her crusade against landmines. These deadly remnants of war have claimed countless lives and limbs, often long after conflicts have ended. But it was Diana who brought the devastating impact of landmines on civilians to the forefront of global consciousness. In the mid-90s, Diana's visits to war-torn countries like Angola painted a harrowing picture of the reality faced by those living in fear of these hidden killers. She spoke to survivors. She listened to their stories, and she shared their plight with the world. But Diana's advocacy didn't stop at mere awareness. She became actively involved in the international campaign to ban landmines, a movement that sought not just to highlight the issue, but to eradicate it. Her commitment to this cause was unwavering, and her influence was instrumental. It was a fight she believed in passionately, and one she took to the very steps of the palace, despite the controversy it stirred. In 1997, the international campaign to ban landmines was awarded the Nobel Peace Prize, a testament to the power of collective action, and a victory Diana would sadly not live to see. But her footprints remain etched in the path towards a landmine-free world. Diana's fearless advocacy brought a deadly issue to the world stage and helped secure a safer future for countless civilians. Her courage and compassion continue to inspire, reminding us all that real change begins with a single step. A step that Diana was not afraid to take. Behind the palace walls, a fairy tale was fracturing. The world watched as the storybook marriage of Princess Diana and Prince Charles began to show signs of strain. Their divergent interests became increasingly apparent, as did the emotional distance that had crept between them. The intense media scrutiny, a constant companion since their engagement, only fueled the flames, turning their private struggles into public spectacle. Rumors of infidelity began to circulate, casting shadows on the royal partnership. The whispers grew louder, insinuations morphing into accusations, further straining the already tenuous bond. This was not the happily ever after that millions had anticipated. Under the weight of these pressures, the marriage began to crumble. What had started as a love story for the ages was now a tale of disillusionment and disappointment. The royal marriage was crumbling, leading to an unprecedented royal divorce. Tragedy struck in the heart of Paris, leaving a world in mourning. On a late summer night in 1997, Princess Diana's life was cut short in a devastating car accident in the Pont de l'Alma tunnel. The news sent shockwaves around the globe. From every corner of the earth, an outpouring of grief and disbelief echoed, as millions mourned the loss of a woman who had become a beacon of hope and compassion. But the loss of Princess Diana was more than a tragic end to a remarkable life. It was a sobering reminder of the fragility of life and the profound impact one person can have on the world. Diana was not just a princess in title, but in spirit. Her grace, her warmth, her unwavering commitment to the betterment of humanity. These qualities defined her life and continue to define her legacy. In her short life, Princess Diana revolutionized the way we view the monarchy. She modernized the British royal family, making it more accessible and relatable to the public. She used her platform to shed light on critical issues, challenging stigmas and misconceptions around HIV/AIDS, and advocating for the ban on landmines. Her actions sent a powerful message to the world that compassion and empathy have the power to change lives. And her legacy lives on. Her sons, Prince William and Prince Harry, carry on her work, continuing her charitable endeavors through organizations like the Royal Foundation. Through them, Diana's spirit of service, her empathy, and her drive to make a difference endure. Beyond her charity work, Diana's influence can be seen in pop culture, fashion, and in the countless books, documentaries, and films dedicated to her life and legacy. She remains an enduring style icon, with her fashion choices still influencing trends today. Princess Diana's life was cut tragically short, but her legacy continues to inspire and influence the world. Her story is a testament to the power of compassion, the courage of conviction, and the enduring impact of a life lived in service to others. From royal icon to humanitarian hero, Diana's journey was as remarkable as the woman herself. In a world often divided by difference, Diana's legacy remains a beacon of unity and compassion. She was a woman of privilege who chose to use her status as a platform for change. Her tireless efforts in the realm of HIV/AIDS awareness challenged the status quo, broke down barriers, and fostered a climate of acceptance and understanding. Her groundbreaking handshake with an AIDS patient in 1987 wasn't just a gesture, but a powerful symbol of empathy and kindness. In the face of danger and adversity, Diana advocated for the ban on landmines, bringing global attention to the devastating impact of these weapons on civilians. Her courage and commitment to this cause played a crucial role in the international campaign to ban landmines, an initiative that was rightfully recognized with the Nobel Peace Prize in 1997. We've also delved into the strains in Diana's marriage with Prince Charles, their divergent interests, media scrutiny, and the emotional distance that ultimately led to their separation and eventual divorce. Yet, despite these personal tribulations, Diana's commitment to her humanitarian work never wavered. Her tragic and untimely passing in 1997 sent shockwaves around the world. Yet in the face of such a profound loss, her legacy of compassion, kindness, and humanitarianism continues to thrive. Her sons, Prince William and Prince Harry, honor her memory through their continued charitable work, carrying forward their mother's mission of making the world a better place. Princess Diana's influence extends beyond her humanitarian work, leaving an indelible mark on pop culture and fashion. Her enduring status as a style icon, coupled with the countless books, documentaries, and films dedicated to her life and legacy, attest to her lasting impact. In the end, Diana's remarkable journey from a royal icon to a humanitarian hero serves as a powerful reminder of the enduring impact one person can have on society. Her story remains a testament to her enduring place as a beloved global figure. Thank you for joining us on this exploration of Princess Diana's life. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe for more in-depth explorations from the Truth Chronicles. Princess Diana's story is a testament to the power of compassion and the human spirit. Her legacy is a beacon of hope, a reminder that change is possible, and a call to action for everyone. She was a woman who dared to cross boundaries, to challenge conventions, and to use her platform to effect real and lasting change. Today, we have the privilege of living in a world that was in many ways shaped by her tireless efforts, an unwavering commitment to causes she held dear. It's now up to us to carry forward this legacy of change. Diana once said, "Carry out a random act of kindness, with no expectation of reward, safe in the knowledge that one day someone might do the same for you." As we reflect on her life and work, Let's strive to embody this spirit of kindness and empathy in our everyday lives. In doing so, we honor Diana's memory and ensure that her legacy continues to inspire and bring about change. Thank you for joining us on this exploration of Princess Diana's life. As we conclude, we encourage you to like, share, and subscribe to the Truth Chronicles. Your support enables us to continue bringing you in-depth explorations of influential figures and events that have shaped our world. Until next time, remember to carry out your own random act of kindness. You never know how far that ripple of kindness may reach. Thank you for watching the Truth Chronicles.